So you're a business owner. You try to lease or purchase and monetize a banking instrument like a standby of credit or bank guarantee. The issuer is promising you that they've sent the instrument, they've then sent you a copy of what's called an MT760. And the monetizer says, I haven't received it, I swear. And in the meantime, you're trying to take your cash out so that you can invest it in your business, grow your business, buy an auxiliary business, get money that banks can't provide you with. In this video, I'm going to give you all the scenarios that could go wrong. You've got to watch this. Hi, I'm Taimour Zaman from All Funds Global, previously known as Credit.ai. My organization helps successful businesses leverage their assets, cash, letters of credit, and so on, to access capital that banks are not giving to everybody, just primarily offering it to their top 30 clients. We are able to do this because of our relationship with banks, our expertise, our experience, ability to execute transparency. The capital that our clients get allows them to invest in a project, grow their business, buy an auxiliary business. This video and in my YouTube channel, I offer you strategies, customer case studies, customer walkthroughs. So if you like this kind of stuff, you've got to subscribe to our YouTube channel for sure. So we've had clients last year contacting us swearing that the issuer of whoever who's going to issue a banking instrument like a standby of credit has issued the instrument, and swearing that the monetizer has not received the instrument, and they're wondering what could have gone wrong. So here are the typical reasons why, all the ways that this could go wrong and how you can avoid it for yourself. One of the things that could go wrong is the issuer is not real. That's number one. The issuer is giving you a fake MT760, a fake paper that says we've sent you the instrument. You can verify that by using our FBI people, former FBI, former CIA people, to do a vetting of the document. You can contact the bank that issued the instrument, talk to somebody in the credit, specifically called the credit swap department, and ask them, hey, have you issued this instrument? Here's a transaction number. So that's one of the ways you can verify to see if the issuer has actually issued the instrument. In a lot of cases, the issuer is not legit. They're providing you a fake document. They're trying to see if they can put in a junk piece of paper somewhere in the ecosystem of the banking world. And by the way, this happens a lot. And then they're trying to get some cash out of it if they can put it, they can put a fake document in the ecosystem of the banking world, if I can say that way. The second reason is the monetizer will say, I haven't received it. And so there may be the issuer is real, but the monetizer says, I haven't received it. If the monetizer has not received it, there's a couple of reasons why a monetizer wouldn't receive a banking instrument. One is they don't have an account that can hold SBLCs. They don't have a global master account, they don't have a trust, they don't have a setup for them to hold or get the SBLC. What they're doing is they're pretending they're a monetizer, but they really haven't set up their structure. That's version one. Version two is the monetizer could be fake. The monetizer could have actually received the banking instrument. They could have leveraged it to get a credit line for themselves, but they don't want to tell you that that's what they're doing, so they'll tell you they haven't received it. There are multiple ways of checking to see if the banking if the monetizer has received it. That's a 10-hour video that I don't want to cover on this one. But those would be two very common reasons why issuer will say have sent the instrument or monetizer will say have not received the instrument. A, they don't have the structure backend set up correctly. They don't have a backend. They're fake. The third reason could be that the instrument did get issued, but it didn't get issued on a SWIFT system. It got issued in a GPI system. It got issued in a different system, and so the monetizer never received it, or the system, the vehicle that was used to transfer the asset from one institution to another, the monetizer it was a different system, and so the monetizer said, I didn't receive it, which is accurate. The issuer will say, we sent it out, which is accurate, but yet the cash is not coming out. Another reason could be, in a lot of third world countries, and it's a fact, you have to bribe somebody. Let me say this again, it's unfortunate, but a lot of third world countries, somebody has to bribe somebody. I don't know how else to say that in a professional way, but somebody has to bribe somebody. And in full disclosure, in this video or all of our videos, I'm not intending to solicit anything to anybody. The purpose of this video is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. But it's a fact, in a lot of third world countries, you have to bribe a banker. And if you don't bribe a banker, there's nothing for you to realize. We've seen that a lot of times with a lot of our clients who have said they've worked with an issuer, the issuer has sent an instrument, and then the client has been in a third world country, and the bank of the monetizers have not received the instrument. Fourth reason is the banking error. If this is standby letter of credit, look at field number 21 of a SBLC. There's a lot of characters, it's 24 characters that you have to type in. Imagine some guy called a banker is typing in these characters all day long. People do human errors all the time. It happens a lot. Banking error happens every single day. And so that would be another reason why a banking instrument didn't get processed with the monetizer. So the four big reasons are, these are primarily the biggest reasons. The issue is not real, pretend they're real. If they're real, they send out the instrument, they give you a copy of the MTN 760. It's not a fake copy, it's a real copy. The monetizer will say, the second reason is the monetizer is not real, or the monetizer did receive the instrument, they're leveraging it to get credit line for themselves, but they're telling you they didn't. Third reason is they're using a different system. One's using SWIFT, one's using GPI, one's using some other system like that. Fourth reason would be bribing. You haven't, if there's a third world country, you need to bribe somebody, you haven't bribed somebody. That's probably the wrong way of saying it. Fifth reason would be the banker did the error. Now, those are common reasons why somebody will swear they sent the instrument, somebody else will swear they never received the instrument. There are a couple of ways of protecting yourself. One is when you're sending the instrument, you want to make sure there's on the instrument you want to send, you want to put a -R. You want to make sure the banker that's sending the instrument does a -R or -2 depending on the financial institution you're using. A -R, -2, what it does is that allows you to recall the instrument. A -R or a -2 allows you to recall the instrument. So if the monetizer says I've sent the instrument, the issuer says I've sent the instrument, monetizer says I've never received the instrument, if you've given the correct instructions to your banker with a -R or -2, now the instrument's recallable, so then you just have to do it again. You may choose to do it with a different monetizer. That's something that we do a lot, is that if we are working with a client and they're sending the instrument to a monetizer that they've selected, and we're structuring this, we're writing the codes, we're writing what we need to write, that's how we do it to correct that. I hope you find this helpful. My name is Taimour Zaman from All Funds Global. On behalf of my organization and my team, thank you so much for watching this, and we look forward to the opportunity working with you. Thank you. Mr. Zaman, why are you working with my company?
When we came to know about you, it's all about creative project financing. There are some things that you are able to do that regular banks are not able to do. If at all they're doing only for their top customers. So creative project financing for people like us who are in the business of making money for people in a truly trusted way can go a long way to enhance the returns for our investors.
Sure, 100%.
So with your background, with your skill set and the trust that we have built, I think it's going to go a long way in helping our investors.
Absolutely. It's been an honor. Thanks so much, Mr. Zaman. I really appreciate it.
Hi friends, and I want to take a minute and answer some of your frequently asked questions. The first question is, Taimour, we love a lot of the content you're producing. We're certainly learning a lot. Is there a way that we can work a little bit closer with your organization and learn a little bit more? So the answer to that is we have 4 ways where you can work a little bit closer with us. The first easier way is buy a copy of our book, hypergrowth, how to connect with customers in new ways. The second way is that if you're working on a project that requires project financing and you're looking for consultation around that, strategies from a proven provider, you can book a consultation call. The third one is if you want to join one of our mastermind groups. Our brokers go through a mastermind group with our directors of partnerships. I run a mastermind group on how to become a bank first. And finally, one of my favorite programs is offering trusted advisory services. Primarily these are for businesses that don't have a CFO or their CFO doesn't have real international banking relationships. They're looking for experts like us to be parachuted for about 6 months, 4 months to look at their assets, look at their strategy, bring in some bank relationships, some product services that could exponentially increase the profitability and the growth of the company. And you can access all of that through the trusted advisory services. If you're interested in things like that, feel free to book a consultation call with me, and I'm happy to help you. Taimour, you're passionate about a mastermind group on why to become a bank first. Why is that so important? Imagine you run a coffee shop and I run a coffee shop. Imagine you buy your coffee beans and your supplies from the same vendor that I buy it from. And imagine my coffee shop is right across your coffee shop. So differentiation is like really pretty much null. If you drank the Kool-Aid called learn how to become a bank first before you become a coffee shop runner or owner, or being a real estate developer, or being a venture capitalist, whatever you do for a living, if you drank the Kool-Aid of becoming a bank first, you will not have issues and the challenges traditional businesses have. Let me give you an example. Allow me to give you an example. You made $500,000 net profit in your coffee shop business. I made $500,000 net profit in my business. You drank the Kool-Aid on how to become a bank first. You take your $500,000, you walk into places like Cayman Islands that allows foreigners like you and I to open bank licenses, not bank accounts, not corporate accounts, but you open up bank licenses. Well, in places like Cayman Islands, you and I can deposit money in our bank accounts, because necessarily in our bank accounts, if you own a bank license. What you have to do is deposit your money in the Central Bank of Cayman Islands. You have to deposit money in the Central Bank of Cayman Islands. And the Central Bank gives your bank a line of credit at 10 times multiples, which means your $500K now turns into $5 million. You take your $5 million and I don't know where you live, in Europe, in Australia, wherever you live in, you go to your bank, your local bank, and you say, hey, I want to grow my coffee business. I need capital for growing it, or I want to buy an auxiliary business, or I want to invest in a new business, or I want to invest in real estate. Here's my business plan. And you know when you want to buy real estate, you put 20% down and the bank gives you a loan for 80%. So guess what you do with your $5 million? You put it down, your $5 million as your deposit, and you get your bank to give you a loan for 80% of 80% of the project you're looking for with a $5 million deposit. What that means is that now you get a line of credit for $20 million. So I made $500,000, you made $500,000, and you turn into $20 million. Can you outperform me in advertising? Can you maybe go to the supplier and say, hey, I want to buy bulk coffee beans or whatever the deal is. Give me a discount that you can't give to Taimour because I'm going to be buying it in bulk. And then outwin me on pricing. Can you, even at $20 million, even the side business, like invest in real estate or something like that? When you become a bank first, you can, when things like coronavirus happens, the unfortunate event of coronavirus happens, and a lot of these businesses just die, you can outlast that. When the unfortunate Russian invasion of Ukraine happens and inflation goes up, and like all these turmoils that happen, you can outlast that all day long, because you drank a Kool-Aid called learn how to become a bank first. And that's why I'm very passionate about teaching this. You're not working with amateurs, you're working with experienced professionals who know what they're doing. Next question, I guess, Taimour, you charge a fee for consultation. That's correct, we do. Why do you guys charge a fee for consultation? There's two answers for that. The first answer is that I provide about 40% of my content completely for free on YouTube. That some of the videos attracts millions of viewers, and that leads to about 600 calls a day to us. And a lot of them are junk transactions. It's joker brokers who are shopping around. Is somebody who doesn't have a real transaction. They're tire kickers like that. By charging a consultation fee, we cut all of that out and we talk to people who are serious about doing business with us. The caliber of people we meet are significantly more when we charge a fee compared to when we don't charge a fee. Second reason why I charge a consultation fee is that a lot of times our clients are looking for, hey, if I participate in a private risk program or whatever it is that I'm doing, what are the returns I can get? Well, if you were going to be a joker broker and start providing returns, that's called solicitation. However, if we're charging a fee, the client is legally hiring us, retaining us, and so when you're hiring us as consultants, retain us as consultants for a very small nominal fee, now we are not soliciting anything. Now comes the best part of the whole thing. We actually refund 100% of the fee to the client at the time of a transaction completing. So we refund 100% of the money when the transaction completes. So this way I wouldn't say there's no cost for the call, but I just want to make sure I'm talking to a qualified individual that's ready, willing, and able to do a transaction versus tire kickers. Who's your ideal client and who's not? Our ideal clients are businesses that have cash, that have to have some kind of liquid cash and or assets like letters of credit, real estate like that, and they're leveraged. They're looking for large amount of capital that banks are offering primarily to their Fortune 30, Fortune 50 clients like that. You're leveraging us because of a volume of transactions we do with banks, our experience, our expertise, our ability to execute, and this new amount of capital allows our clients to get funding that allows them to buy a business, buy a new business, buy existing business, expand your business, get the project funding you need for project expansion like that. And that's the market we are interested in serving, businesses that have some kind of liquid capital and or assets, and they're ready to start a transaction. Why is there no defamation or lawsuits against your organization? So knock on wood, as a date of this video, there's no defamation or lawsuits against my organization. Awesome, yeah. There's two answers why there isn't any. The corporate answer is because we operate with a high level of integrity. Everything we do is to law firms, on paper, like things like that. That's the corporate answer. The truthful answer is my vision as a CEO hasn't been bold enough, big enough for me to knock some trees down for this to happen. Here's the facts. Here's some facts. If you look at the big brand names in your household, whichever car you drive, a Honda, a Toyota, a Mercedes, or whatever medicines you have, Tylenol, whoever your fridge manufacturer is, whether you use Google, Facebook, look at the big brands of things you consume in your household. Look at the income statement of these big brands. You will notice every one of them, whether it's the car you drive, the medicine you're consuming, the internet, Google, Facebook, or look at their income statements, and you'll notice that litigation is part of their income statement. Litigation is part of their income statement. Fact is that a lot of organizations at some point in your growth, in your maturity of your business, litigation unfortunately is part of it. And when it comes to us, we're ready, willing, and able. But the fact that we don't have it, my truthful answer, not my corporate answer, is because my vision as the CEO hasn't been bold, big enough for me to try to disrupt the world kind of thing. My last question is, we are interested in learning about participating in small cap or alternative to small cap private placement programs. Why would people choose your organization versus alternative options? I would think because we use attorneys, securities attorneys, international attorneys. I think that's probably a big one because I'm in a private placement program, have been in a private placement program. I've done buy and sells myself successfully. So I would say the why choose us, experience, expertise, ability to execute, We're not providing providers that have a Gmail, Hotmail email address like that. We're working with some of the best attorneys out there in having the attorney manage the client's funds, or having the attorney actually run a private business program, or the attorney representing the clients with platforms we vetted, like things like that. My name is Taimour Zaman. Before I let you go, I just want to say on behalf of my associates, my team, myself, I'm really grateful for the time you invest in watching our YouTube videos, and I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Your time and attention are yours to keep, and the fact that you watch our YouTube videos and give us some of your time, I just want to say I'm truly grateful for that. Thank you so much. I look forward to the opportunity of meeting you, and hopefully for the opportunity of also helping you out on a project. Thank you.